Okay, so today I'm going to review our sight word lesson that we're going to be doing before our big test of our colored sight words. So first with the class, I'm going to use Google Slides as flashcards, and each child will be able to read off of the board. So I'm going to present this, and I will pick out of our name jar. And as I pick their names, they are going to read the words. For example, I would call Violet, and Violet would read the word red. If she was having difficulty just looking at it and saying it, then I would ask her to tap it out. Red, red. And if that doesn't work, I will let her choose a classmate that will help her read the word. And I will make sure that everyone has a chance to do that. So for example, I would do Jaden. I would hit enter and he would get the next word. So the next word would be blue. Again, if he couldn't do it, I would have him tap it out. I would also have him ask a classmate if he needs help. And I will do this for all of the students. What I did was I put the words there multiple times so that after 5 students went, we would just review the words again. And I would pick the struggling students towards the end so they got a chance to see the word a few times before they had to go. After we would do our sight words, I would move on to Jamboard. If we were virtual, they would all be in the Jamboard working on it with me. If not, I would let them use the Mimeo board that we have so that they each could come up and cross out a word. So again, I would use my sticks and I would call on a student such as this, Eric. I would have Eric go up to the board and I would say, Eric, can you please cross out the word green? Find the word green and cross it out. So I would let him look at it, and if he went up here and went to do the wrong one, I would say, hold on, why don't we erase that and think about the word green. So I would have him look again after we went over the beginning sound to see if he could find the word green. You could see that there's multiple greens here, so all he would have to do is find one of them and cross it out. If he needed help, I would have a student go up and help him if he couldn't figure it out with the beginning sound help. So then I would call the next student. Emily. Emily, come on up. I want you to circle the word purple. And I would let her look all over and find the word purple. And each time they came up, I would have them do something else. So a circle, a cross out, put a star. There's many different options that you could do. Put a line through it. So there's different options that you could do, and everyone would have the opportunity to come up, and that's why the words are there multiple times also. After we would do that, I would give everyone an iPad. We do have iPads in the classroom, so each student would get an iPad, and we would move on to Kahoot. So Kahoot, this is their screen. This is what they would see in the corner. So they would add the game pin, which is on the screen, so 9477967, and they would enter. They would put their name, so you would give them a second to type their name. So I would do Ms.Segotta. And this is a preview of our game. That's why there is a cell phone here so that you could see both sides of it. And then I would start the game. I would say, pick the correct, here's a quiz. The sky is, and they would have to read what is going on, and then they would have to pick it. Okay, well, there's a hint. All right. Oh, here it is. Blue. So that's the yellow one, so then they would pick the yellow one. Then we would go on to the next one. And if they had trouble reading it too quickly, I would read it for them. So I would say, the plum was so blank, it looked like a grape. And here's the picture to help them, and they would have to find the word purple. So if they picked the wrong one, it would show them that they got it wrong. It would give them a boost of encouragement, and then we would move on to the next one. When I eat apples, I don't like green ones. I only like blank ones. Here's their hint. Up. Oh, which one says red? Oh, it's the green one. I'll click it. So now we would do that for all 10 questions. There's 10 questions, and you can see right at the top. After we are done with our Kahoot, each child would then finally have their own sight word test. What we would do is everyone would be on their iPads. I would send the link right to their Google. Once they logged into their Google, which I would help them, we would do it together, but separately. I would read the questions such as, which is the correct way to spell the color of a strawberry? And their sight words are here, and they would have to pick the correct one. Once they pick the correct one, we would move to the second one. If they didn't pick the correct one, at the end they will get a score on their test. Which is the correct way to spell the color of the sun? I would put them all there, and I also then put sentences. The sky is blank. The screen is blank. Find the rhyming sight word. So I did all different sentences and the correct spelling of our sight words. So that is what we would do for our sight word review. I think the students would enjoy all of the different online resources that we used, and I think it would be a great way to keep them involved and entertained while learning their sight words.